Hey Pisces, welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and today we have dedusted our decks for Halloween. If you're a long-time subscriber, you know that I basically just use these every year in October. I don't really use them in other moments. So I hope that you enjoy them. This is a general timeless reading. If this message is being heard by you, it means that it got to you for a reason. Universe, angels, beings of love and light, please bring in the most accurate predictions, advice, confirmations, and messages for Pisces. What is it that Pisces needs to know to best navigate their reality today? Okay, first card that we got here, the Chariot. Lovely to start. So things are moving forward. Things are slowly but surely, maybe not that slow anymore, moving ahead. Some of you may be changing cars. Some of you may be thinking of changing cars or any form of transportation. Maybe you're thinking about changing the vehicle. Maybe you're thinking about changing your route to work, or maybe changing something about your commute. Take it if it resonates. Some of you may be dealing with a Cancer person here. There is an ability here to take opposites and harmoniously integrate them to make them work into your life. So overcoming duality to a certain extent is recommended here. Maybe even working with light and shadow aspects, possibly shadow work as well. Now we got the Two of Swords. And it's depicted so beautifully here that I don't even want to go with the traditional message of this card. Normally this card talks about making a choice, right? Making a choice that could be difficult to make. Feeling like you have your eyes close to the solution, to the right answer. So you need to choose one. Maybe it's not the right time. Maybe this is not going to be an answer that is going to come through your mind, but it may come through, once things calm down in your mind, through your intuition. But look at this illustration though. It's the perfect depiction of that duality. It's a perfect depiction of all the beauty that the sun and the light brings, and all the beauty that the night and the moon brings as well. Is there any way, Pisces, that a choice that you're trying to make is perhaps not that finite? Is there a chance that maybe you could incorporate certain aspects of one option and certain aspects of the other option and make a whole brand new thing? Is there a possibility for that, Pisces? Think about it. What are you trying to choose in your life? Are you contemplating doing this meal prep over this one? Are you contemplating doing this project over this one? Are you contemplating this subject for or theme or intention for something that you're building, or another one? Anything that you are like comparing, is there a way to mix the two options together? There are things here that some of you are not ready to let go of. And there's some things here that you don't really need to let go of. Sometimes it's like every time we get an attachment or we realize that it's hard to let something go, I feel like, people almost feel obligated to let that go just to prove that you can detangle from that attachment. But here, I see her eyes very glossy, almost sad, as she moves forward with such a positive energy with the Chariot. So is there something perhaps that you're leaving behind that you don't really want to leave behind? Is there any way to bring a little bit of that into the future? Because if you want it, you can have it, okay? If you want it, you can have it. If there is something you're not ready to let go of, mind you, that is not toxic, that is not harmful for you. You really want to integrate it into the future, and maybe you feel like it's not the smartest thing, or it's not the good time, or it would require hardship or effort, but you still can't stop thinking about it, then negotiate with yourself, okay? Negotiate with the universe. If it brings you joy and it brings you satisfaction, you can have a brand new beginning here in which you fall in love and create something new. It may require determination, hard work, motion, but some of you don't want to leave something behind. Maybe you feel obligated to. This could be a past version of yourself. This could be a younger version of yourself. This could be a hobby. This could be a platform. This could be a job, a side hustle, a talent, a activity, a person, a friend. So try to recognize, if you are letting go of something, or you feel obligated to let go of something, is this something that would hurt you if you carry it into the future? Would it really create a negative thing? If not, well, maybe you can bring it into the future in a different way. I see you definitely facing a challenge here. Someone here is going to say, you know what? It may be more difficult to carry this thing that I don't want to let go of and carry all of the new things that are shaping up. But it's okay. I can handle doing hard things. I can find the way to make it work. And this is basically what the reading is saying. Find a way to make it work. It doesn't have to be one or the other. It can be both, okay? But, negotiate within yourself. What about this A option? What about this B option? And how are you going to bring that together? Know that you're expected to be very active and proactive. If you choose to move forward with let's say like a full plate, with a lot on your plate, it can be overwhelming, but it can definitely be fulfilling. Whether it's going to have the effect that you want or the reward that you want, it's not guaranteed. So you may end up bringing this into the future if it's a project, for example, and the reward that it may bring could be happiness, could be joy. But if it's a project or something about work, maybe it's not going to bring in the income. Maybe it's not going to bring in the recognition. So if you're okay with that, then by all means, devote yourself to making it work. Just be aware that you need to be very clear on what is your hope. What are you hoping to receive by keeping this thing, project, idea in the present and the future instead of letting it go? As you are advised to almost, I feel in other readings. Some of you, it's like you've felt like something needs to go. Maybe something is not working as well. Maybe something is just feeling stagnant, almost pushing you in a different direction. It doesn't have to be the case. You can revive it. You can bring it into the future, as I mentioned. But some of you may need to adjust, a little bit about the expectations that you have for that thing. There's an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy here. Gemini energy here. Oh boy, if some of you could have a clone, you would be happy, happy, happy. In the sense of someone that were to do the things that you maybe don't find the time to do, that maybe you struggle on completing. If you would just be able to have a clone, That would be so freaking useful, wouldn't it? Some of you try to be 2 places at the same time. Some of you try to do 5, 6, 7 things at the same time. And it makes your vision blurry. All of the cards here that have this like glossy look to her eyes, it's the same, well, it's not the same character here in the illustrations, but this leads me to think that when you work too hard, when you try to grow too much, or, you know, go really fast for the sake of progress, your energy dilutes, and there are emotions here that make it all blurry. But when you stand still, when you meditate, when you ground yourself, when you perhaps take a breath, you're clear, completely clear. See how the difference between her eyes and their eyes looks as opposed to this eyes? You know, it's like some of you have a serious like addiction to ambition and addiction to success, or what you consider to be success on societal terms, perspectives. I hope that makes sense. Like this addiction and misconception of what self-worth is. Only if I can achieve this, this, and that, then I'm worthy. Only if my day looks like this, this, and that, then I'm productive. Only if I manifest this, this, this every single week, then I'm succeeding. And I feel here that it's creating a distortion about yourself, on how you see yourself. And it's ultimately disempowering you. It's lowering your self-esteem. Archangel Michael has been referenced here as well. It's lowering your self-esteem. You know why? Because when you ask a lot from yourself and you make that happen, you know what you do? You set a higher bar. You set a higher standard, a more difficult goal, a bigger one. So you're always putting yourself, Pisces, if it resonates with you, in a position of challenge, of overcoming. So naturally, your default setting is, I am not enough, I need to become enough, I need to do enough, I need to improve. And even though that is great, that sense of improvement and never letting yourself be stuck where you are, in the long run, having that be present always is making you perceive yourself as someone who is not enough. There needs to be some changes here. There needs to be some changes on what makes you feel proud of yourself. What makes your ego proud of you? And what makes your soul proud of you, if that's the thing. If the soul could feel proud or whatever emotions, what would that look like? Definitely, you're being advised to integrate here, as opposed to get rid of things. Instead of trying to juggle 10 things, you're advised here instead to minimize, to clear what is not essential, to take what is left, and see if you can merge certain things. And have a way of celebrating your wins that is very, very, very notorious and clear to you and your inner child that you're doing amazing things. And when you set your goals higher, which is a great thing, understand that where you're starting is already a blessed space. I hope that helps. I really hope that helps, Pisces. Know that with tons of love, I create tools regularly to help you and support you on your path. So if you ever want to check those out and see if there's anything that could support your journey, I'm going to leave my information in the description box below. I hope you're enjoying fall, Halloween month, and this powerful eclipse. Comment below, I want to hear all about it. How are you feeling? Did this resonate with you at all? Let me know. Pause this video and comment below.